Welcome to Budget Outlaws. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Dan.
And this is going to be a fun weekend for us because we're going to do an event that we've been looking forward to all year. And that is
WCR.
West Coat Ramble. It's a Porsche 914 event that is all along the West Coast. And this year it happens to be in Petaluma, which is about 2.5 hours from me and about, how long from you?
Oh, it's like days and days.
So, I'm not going to tow this. I'm actually going to drive it, which is scary for me. Because I've been having a lot of clutch issues. And I've been having this clutch issue since I basically put this car together. And the issue has been that after the car gets warm, the clutch disengagement is less and less and less, and makes it so that I can't shift. I can't get it into gear. It's almost impossible to actually drive it beyond just on the freeway. So I've done a lot over the past week to try and fix this issue. Actually, I've been trying to fix this issue for like a year. But essentially, I've replaced the pressure plate. I've left the clutch, the actual disc alone, because the disc that I was using or tried to use was wrong. It was actually rubbing on the flywheel bolts and didn't let the clutch disengage. I'm replacing the slave cylinder with a metal slave cylinder versus the plastic one, and I am rebleeding the system with a pressure bleeder and doing it a little bit differently than I normally do. And from my initial testings here at the house, has been really good. Oh yes, one more thing. I've also extended the slave cylinder rod about 1/4 inch. So I'm hopeful, and hopefully it all works well. But I'm driving this, and you are trailering your V8 LS 914, and we're gonna hope for the best for both cars. Yeah. So the first day is going to be just a arrival day, and then the next day is going to be drive day, and then the last day is going to be drive home day. But
for us,
for us,
there's an extra day in there for the others that went earlier.
Yeah. But this is going to be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to seeing a lot of really good people and looking at some really amazing cars.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. This is going to be fun.
Thanks.
Okay, so obviously we're in a hotel room, and that means that we made it to our destination. So what happened with the clutch on the 914? Well, good news. We were able to get it all the way over here with no issues. It appears as though fixing replacing the slave cylinder, extending the slave master cylinder, extending the slave rod, and then doing a proper bleed on the hydraulics has resolved the issue, at least for now. So really excited on the fact that I have a decently shifting car that doesn't have a 30-minute timer on it. So really excited, and the car is driving really good, aside from the issue that it needs some ether to start whenever it's slightly warm, and that there's a clunking in the rear that haven't been able to figure out in way too long. So it hasn't gotten any worse, it hasn't gotten any better. We're gonna leave it for now. If something breaks, it breaks. But we've got a full day tomorrow, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. However, there's another issue that is now looming with one of the two cars, and Dad's car is having an issue with starting, and we're not quite sure what it is. It will push start just fine. All the electronics fire up. The battery's not that great, but we have tried it with jumper packs, and so we're gonna do a hot start switch on it. Basically put a wire from the actual battery to the starter and just see what happens. Hopefully that resolves it and we don't just have a dead starter. But we're not hearing any clicking from the relay on the starter, and jolting it back and forth doesn't seem to do anything for it in regards to knocking it into a free position. So not sure what the issue is, but we're gonna try and figure it out tonight. All right, stay tuned. So yesterday morning, we tried to get his starter back working again, and we're unsuccessful. Basically, yes, sad face. What did you do to try and get that working?
Well, we thought it would cool down and then it would start, but that didn't change anything. So we ran a wire directly to the starter solenoid and applied 12 volts to it, and it didn't do anything. So I'm pretty sure the starter solenoid is fried. It sparked a little bit, so I knew it was getting to the solenoid, but it wasn't happening.
Okay. So at that point, we just decided that instead of push starting it like we did the previous night.
That could have been a nightmare. If I pushed that thing on gravel or something, then, anyways.
So left your car and we took Old Faithful.
Suddenly it's Old Faithful because it worked.
The first time. If you don't know, which most of you don't, this car has been a pain in the butt. Every single time I've ever taken it anywhere, I've had just problems, and this time has been the exception. So, getting back into it, we woke up, tried to get your car going, and instead took this car, and then we went on a nice drive. We started in Petaluma and went towards the coast and had some really nice twisty roads. They were some nice twisty roads, and we were able to get on it for the first part of that pretty hard, and I was really happy with that.
Yeah, it's still staying safe.
Yeah, no, it was a good 50 to 60%, kind of effort, and staying within the speed limits. But if you're on the West Coast or anywhere with these kind of events, I would implore you to go and have some fun with a like-minded group of people.
Even if your car's on jack stands.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There's people that went with Miatas and other Porsche cars, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So then we stopped on the coast and had a hour-long break for a little bit, and met up with the rest of the group, which was about 30 cars, mid-30s, and then we cruised for a good hour just through the mountains and through the coast, and it was a lot of fun. The scenery was just gorgeous. I'll do a nice 80s montage so you guys can see that. And then went up to have some lunch.
No, we went to, we had the sushi burgers. This is a sushi place that just served hamburgers.
It's bushy.
But anyway.
Burgers and sushi. So you had a burger.
I had a chicken sandwich. It was really good. So if you ever go to the sushi burger, where was that? Kernsville?
Someplace with a G.
Yeah, Kernsville, I think. Anyways, it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. And then we took off back to Petaluma from there. We'll put some good driving videos in along with that montage, but it was a good drive.
Yeah. Didn't
have any issues with this car aside from the starting issue that you guys should now be aware of. Essentially, the issue is that whenever the car gets any bit warm, it doesn't want to start. It will crank and crank, and for some reason the fuel isn't right. If I throw a little bit of ether in there, fires right up. So something with the fuel correction, warm air adjustment, or I don't know. My tuners looked at it for a while. I've looked at it. I can't figure it out. I'll fix it someday. Maybe I'll just go standalone. But I suspect it's a sensor, maybe a CPS. But I've changed that 3 times, and we'll see. But so aside from that, my clutch was great. It performed fantastic the entire time. And whenever we were getting on it after about 2.5 hours of driving, I started getting a little bit of blow-by. And that's with my 1,000 horsepower Mobil 1 oil catch can, which I'll have to show you guys in another video. But we'll figure that out. I think during the winter I'll tear the motor down, just do an inspection on it, and we'll go from there. But like I said, we do want to turn up the boost on this car, and I want to double check and make sure the engine looks good before we do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to ride with you with more boost and this thing is fast. It is fast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, got back, had some really nice dinner. Yeah, it was a good dinner. A lot of good people, amazing people. That's probably the best thing about cars is not the cars themselves, but the actual people that are involved in them. And it was
We
so much fun.
push started my car and got over there and got in the photo op with all of the cars. So.
Yeah, and from there went back to the hotel, slept, put your car on the trailer, and headed home. The car made the journey home, and yeah, I think I probably got 35 miles a gallon on the whole trip, which doesn't make any difference, but it was still good.
Hey, fun fact.
Yeah.
The original builder of my car built a pretty wild car, built a wild LS motor, and this one was tamer, but he was getting 30 miles a gallon in this thing.
Really?
On his road trips. Not this one, my car, my LS car. So, but that's what the Corvettes get, so they should be able to. Anyways, it was just fun fact, sorry.
You're raining on my thunder. Or on my parade, however that saying goes.
Hey, if you're going to make our horsepower, you got to take the kids with you.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, back to Oregon for you, and back to wrenching, and probably getting a lot more driving videos on this car in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to that. Building some actual decent content with the 1.8 turbo. Hopefully a lot of you guys are interested in that, because I am. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the rest. We're going to have a lot of fun the next 7 months. See ya.
Bye. Oh wait, you got to show them your
Oh, my butt?
No, your back.
So,
yeah. We're just looking at it. Don't get too excited. We're just looking at it.
New merch for ourselves. If any of you guys want some, just let us know. But yeah, we like it.
Yeah. We're gonna change the front, but that's alright.
I like the front. Yeah. So the front says Budget Outlaws, and on the back side of it is an actual 914 silhouette tail. It's kind of hard to see, but I like it a lot.
This is a shirt I made for him for Christmas. This is from last year's WCR, where the front of our cars parked next to each other, and then the back of that same shop parked next to each other. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, I don't know if we're going to do this shirt, but we probably will do that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.